right, it's another game time for the Saskatoon Fall Bolt Action League. Today's game is China versus Hungary. So it's Nevan's Chinese and Andrew's Hungarians. We had rolled, we're playing on the France mat, which is this one, with no river. So this is how we got it set up. So we got a church here, graveyard. These walls are hard cover, but they're the spiky bits on top mean that infantry can't cross over them. They can be run over by tanks. We kind of got all the buildings in here are buildings, not ruins. We kind of got a farmyard over here, as well as another large building here. Not too much cover on this side, as well. Now we have the city set up, but we got tank barricades in the middle, so vehicles cannot cross through the center unless they run over this road and go around. But what else? These are line of sight blockers as well, or no? These big blocks here are line of sight blockers. The cars are not. The truck is as well though. This building is a ruin though. We're gonna roll for a scenario though. All right, Nevan, roll a dice. We got a 2. We'll get back to you at what that is. So we determined what a 2 is. It's our version of key positions. It's called Capture and Control. We took our rules from the Juggernaut podcast. So we rolled. We ended up with 5 objectives. We got a 6 plus the 2 on the D3 plus 2. So Nevan or Andrew rolled and got the highest dice roll. So he picked this table side. So this side is Andrew's, and this side is Nevan's and his Chinese army. So the objectives were placed. We ended up 1 just behind the church. You can't really see it because of the shadow. 1 in the middle of the cemetery, and 1 inside that building. And they're just 12 inches apart from each other, so they're legal. Andrew placed 1 right here, as well as 1 right here. So, looking like all the fighting is going to be on this side of the board, because there's nothing over here. So it's going to be interesting. We are going to go over each other's armies right now. Army introduction time. So this is Andrew's Hungarian army. What do we got here, Andrew?
Oh boy. Zarini.
It's regular, I believe, with a medium howitzer.
It is regular. Yep. And crew fired MMG and it's got flak.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else you got?
We got the Panzer IV.
With Scherzen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not shown.
And that's a German support vehicle, so it gets Tiger Fear.
Yes.
Okay.
The Kasaba. And
That's got anti-tank rifle.
Yeah. Truck. With no machine gun. So
Yeah.
Just
And it's regular.
a generic regular truck.
Okay, I
Sorry,
already got
Vetso,
that on there, so that's
i.e.
good.
Double Warfare.
Okay.
That's a regular, I believe.
All right.
2-man regular bazooka squad.
Okay. Whatever the Hungarians call it.
I'm trying to look what they're called, but
Some word we cannot pronounce.
yeah, the Panzerrem rocket launcher.
Okay.
And that's an inexperienced crew of where are we? Aerocross militia. Yeah, so they're shirkers, but they do have fatalistic zeal.
Okay. Shirkers, but fatalistic zeal.
And there's a Panzerfaust.
So
in there.
fatalistic zeal means they're fanatics in close combat.
Yeah, there's a Panzerfaust in that crew.
Okay.
As well.
1 Panzerfaust. Okay.
This crew here is, what are these guys? I think those are my. That's the border guards section. They have a flamethrower in there, as well as the home ground rule and Guardians of the Carpathians.
What do those rules do again?
Home ground. Let's see, what is that? Guardians of the Carpathians allows them to run through soft cover bushes.
Ah, through woods. That's neat.
Yeah, and let's see, home. Where is it? Maybe pause. No, home ground does not suffer the -1 on its roll to come out of reserve or flank.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's handy.
that's a good flanking unit.
Okay. What else you got?
What else do we have? Where are we at here? Just a medium machine gun team?
Machine gun team.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a parachute assault section. That's
Okay.
these guys. There's a total of 5 submachine guns, 4 rifles, and one of them has a Panzerfaust.
Okay.
The experienced Honveds, those are experienced as well.
They're
These
veteran,
guys?
you mean?
Yes, veteran.
Yep.
And these guys are veteran as well.
Yep.
Let's see, these guys are 7 rifles with MG42 upgrade of the LMG.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
5 shots on that.
And your lieutenant, he is veteran, regular?
Just regular.
Regular, but
with,
he's
all
fanatic.
submachine guns.
Fanatic because of the Hungarian rules. So we play the unofficial Hungarian rules, where they get an additional 3rd rule. And Andy has chosen in this game to allow one of his tanks to do an early advance move before the start of the game.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go over the Chinese army. Here is Nevan's Chinese army. What do we got here, Nevan?
So I got a first lieutenant here with a submachine gun.
Yep.
I got a suicide guy right there.
Suicide anti-tank man.
Yeah.
Regular, inexperienced?
What is he? I think
That's important.
inexperienced.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a sniper team right here with a pistol.
Veteran? Regular?
What is that? That is veteran.
Okay.
The sniper has a rifle, spotter with pistol.
Yep.
I have a medium machine gun, 3-man team, veteran.
Okay.
I have a flamethrower squad.
Okay. Who's the flamethrower squad, veteran or regular?
They are veteran.
Okay.
And then I have a heavy mortar with a spotter. They are veteran.
All right.
I have that is a veteran infantry squad with and they all have anti-tank grenades, and they have an NCO with some machine gun. This is my free levy and experience squad.
Okay.
I believe it's 13 men or 14 men.
14 men, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my guerrilla squad.
They can forward deploy, and they're veteran, I believe.
Yes.
And they have, what do they got? They got an LMG, I see, in there, and some submachine gun.
And 3 submachine guns. And
Okay.
they have fieldcraft, forward position, and infiltration.
All right. Okay.
And then I have my
A light howitzer.
howitzer. Yeah.
Okay.
With 2 loaders, 1 spotter.
And gun shield.
And it
Yeah.
does have gun shield.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And they are veteran. And then I have my scout squad. They are veteran, and they have behind enemy line and scouts, and they all have submachine guns.
Okay.
Then I have my cavalry. They are regular. They are tough fighters, and I've got 9 of them.
Okay.
And then I have my tank here.
It's a regular Chiha, correct?
Yes.
The light howitzer, and a rear-facing turret MMG, and a forward-facing MMG,
Yes.
and a coax.
You got her.
All right.
And then I have a transport truck that can
Okay.
transport up to 14 guys.
That truck's inexperienced, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have a Go something.
You have it's an armored car, Armor 7, I believe, with a forward-facing LMG and a turret-mounted
Alright.
MMG.
Yeah.
All right.
You.
So that's the Chinese army. All right. So before the start of the game here, we just went through it real quick, but Nevan deployed all his forward deployers, as well as we did the early advance move before the start of the game. So what ended up happening is Andy's special rule. He's allowed to advance a tank up 9 inches. So he put his Panzer IV over here. Now, Nevan, being the Chinese communist, already has a ton of stuff on the board. He has got a sniper in this building with a good line of sight over most of the table. He has got his heavy howitzers observer in this little building, which is there's a hole in the wall right on that side, so he can see most of the table. There is a spotter for the light howitzer inside the church, and then there's the infiltration squad behind. He's advanced his lieutenant up to here. He's advanced. What squad is that, Nevan?
That is my veteran infantry squad.
Veteran infantry squad advanced over here. MMG team advanced over here. The heavy mortar advanced over here. Flamethrower advanced here. Horses over here. Guerrilla squad forward deployed inside the building. Suicide anti-tank man forward deployed behind that building. So Nevan has a ton of stuff on the board. We're just going to go through, figure out what is staying in reserve and what is in the first wave, and we will kick this game off. But very interesting. Andy's got an uphill battle. Andy has 2 objectives on his side over here. Nevan has the 3 over here, so it looks like Andy's going to have to get pretty aggressive. Let's see how it goes, though. We figured out what things are staying in reserve. So Andy announced first because he rolled the highest dice picked his table edge. These 4 units are staying in reserve and not coming out in first wave. So that's his bazooka team, his truck,
Arrow cross and border guards.
Arrow cross and border guards. All right, everything else coming out. Nevan bringing everything out first wave that's not already on the board. All right, we'll pick the first dice. So the game goes to Nevan, and he puts his lieutenant in ambush. Next order dice. It's the second order dice. Runs his lieutenant squad right up to here within probably 3 inches of that objective.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
There we go. And he gets the dice. He advanced his Zarini out with its medium howitzer, and he's firing it up at the building, at the sniper on the 3rd floor.
Nope.
Nevan is going down. So that'll make it 6s on 6s because small team and down still count when firing at buildings. And so it's advance, small team, down. All right.
Did not roll.
1 dice.
Did not roll it.
Oh, you didn't roll a dice?
No. I mean, it rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3. Oh, okay. All right. So no hit, but the sniper's
Even
down.
if I got
Next
a
dice.
6.
Andrew gets another dice. Runs his veteran paratrooper squad up behind the objective on his side of the board. Next dice. Nevan gets a dice. He's firing his heavy mortar at the Panzer IV using the observer in this building, which can just see the tail end of the tank. So, 1 dice hitting on a 6. Can he get lucky? He cannot.
Ooh, just about, though.
All right. Next dice. Places his infiltration squad behind the church into ambush. Places the border squad, which are veteran, into outflank. They are going that direction for him. Advancing his horses up on this left flank. He'll measure it out and place them down. Get just up here. All right. Next dice. Nevan runs his flamethrower from behind the building up behind the truck towards the center of the board. Next dice. His bazooka squad down. Next dice. His guerrilla squad into ambush. Next dice. And places his heavy machine gun, or medium machine gun squad, into ambush, overlooking the middle of the table. Next dice. Advances up his light howitzer just to the corner of the board. And remember, he has an observer in the church. All right, next dice. His truck up the road, the 24 inches he can, and parking it as far as he can up this way. All right. Let's see where it ends up. Nevan runs his truck as far as he can up right there. Ends up just behind the building. Next dice. Runs his MMG team inside the building. Looking out that window. All right. Trying to lock down that side. Next dice. Squad of Andrews. Flanking. Which direction?
What animal?
That's a pronghorn antelope.
All right.
Pronghorn.
Okay. There we go. Tank, or his truck, down. All right. Next. Andrew advances his armored car up the road 24 inches. Right here.
Because there's no turn on that, or is there? I can probably turn
You
a
can
little
do
bit.
2 turns, I believe. Yeah, 2
Put
turns.
them like that, I guess.
So he's facing that way,
Yeah.
and I believe you're firing at the truck, correct?
Give her a shot.
What are you firing with, the MMG or the anti-tank rifle?
Pausing.
Decides to fire his coaxial MMG, so 5 shots, hitting on a 4 for the advance. So roll him up. You have 3 hits.
Not bad.
So it takes a pin, the squad inside takes a pin. Now re-roll those 3 dice, penetrating the armor on a 6. So he is soft skin.
Ah.
Nothing. But a pin on both the men inside and on the truck. All right. And inside the truck is Nevan's inexperienced squad that was free, the 14-man squad. Sending his veteran Honved squad up the street, heading towards Nevan in the side of the town here. All right, next dice. Dice, attempting to run his suicide man out here and get to the back of the armored car. How far can he go?
Not far.
Not far enough, but damn close. All right, let's see where it ends up. Damn close, but just out of
Oh my
range.
God. That's scary.
Next dice. Squad of Nevans that's in the truck goes down. Next dice. Andrew advancing up the Panzer IV and trying to shoot at anything he can.
I can see that guy, I guess.
All right, firing at the lone lieutenant across the board.
What about this guy?
Ooh, you do have a shot on the truck, but it will have hard cover. You decide.
-2.
Spins his tank and is firing the coaxial MMG at the truck. It gets hard cover because you can only see a small portion of it, and he advances. So it is a German tank, so he gets the Hitler's buzzsaw, 6 dice, hitting on 6.
Nope.
He does not get it. All right, next dice. Advancing the Chiha as far up the road as he can, and firing at the Panzer IV with his light howitzer. All right, so that will be a, looks like forward face, front armor.
Yep.
So that will be a 4 to hit, I am sure. All right, we'll figure that out though. Nevan hitting on a 4 for the advance with the light howitzer. Can he get it? He does not. Nothing. All right, next dice. His Nebelwerfer in the very back, looking out towards the church and the spotter in there. Interesting. All right, next dice. And bringing out his armored car down the road as far as he can towards the middle, and then attempting to try and fire his machine guns at this squad over here in the open.
Yes, you can go up to here.
So he can advance right to there. Okay, well, let's put the car in there and see what he can see. All right. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. It'll be tight. We'll figure it out. Unfortunately, Nevan unable to shoot. Just not quite able to see past the large boxes at that squad there. All right. Okay, final dice of turn 1. Final dice of turn 1. Nevan puts his big squad over here, what I believe are veterans, down. So that marks the end of turn 1. We have no deaths, except for the truck has taken a couple pins. But overall, a lot of positioning. A lot of interesting stuff. Let's see what happens turn 2. Andrew gets the first order dice at turn 2. Spins his turret of his car, fires at the suicide anti-tank man. Nevan opts to go down, so small team, but point blank and down, meaning 5 dice for the MMG, hitting on 5s. All right, Andrew, roll them up. So 3, 4, 5, 4 hits.
That's a pretty good roll.
4 hits. Now that man is inexperienced, so he will die on 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
He is dead.
Wow, those are good.
Very much
I
dead.
know, I wasted all my good
First order dice of the game goes to Andrew.
First blood.
All right.
I wasted all my fucking
Okay,
good rolls.
next
there.
dice. Gets the second order dice. He's advancing his car up as far as he can to try and get shots at the Nebelwerfer.
Yeah, how
We'll see
far
where he
can you
ends
go
up.
on that?
So Nevan advances with easily within 18 inches, so not long range, and advance, but the Nebelwerfer goes down. So a forward-facing LMG and a turret-mounted MMG, so that's 9 dice hitting on 6. All right, Nevan.
Oh, you're probably gonna hit at least.
0.
No, you'll hit.
1 dice takes a hit. Now, is that Nebelwerfer regular, Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 dice, killing on a 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, there's lots of 4s and 5s in
And a death. 1 death and a pin on the Nebelwerfer. Next dice. It's the 3rd dice. Now he's moving his tank up to the best as he can to get a side shot at the Panzer IV, so that his +2 penetration on his howitzer has a chance of superficial damage and a pin. All right,
Just hold
let's
up
see how
there
it
now.
goes.
First-
Remember, Tiger Fear. So, Nevan's going to make a roll, passing on an 8. All right.
So 8 or lower or 8 or
8 or lower.
That's with the -1, right?
Yep.
Is it? Okay.
And, oh.
Whoa.
So it's happening. All right, so he's going to position. On measuring, because he's double on the portion of the road, Nevan able to drive straight forward, do a last-minute pivot to face his front armor, side shot, point blank. Nevan will then be hitting on a 3 because of the advance. 1 dice. All right, let's see. Yep. Nothing for his machine guns to fire at, though. So,
Yeah.
yep. 1 dice, hitting on a 3. He gets it. So the tank, okay. All right, now roll for penetration. You have +2 penetration on his side armor. You're looking like you need a 6. 5 plus 2 is 6, 7. Side armor is 8. You do not penetrate it, but roll, and it is a 2-inch template, so it's D3 pins, I believe. So 1 pin on the tank.
Yep.
All right, so it takes a pin, and that's it. To roll to see
This
if
tank is
it
supposed to be
misses the
dope
pins
as
or
fuck,
not,
though.
because it is capable of superficial damage on the side. All right, next dice. He gets the next dice. He's going to attempt to blow away the Chi Hob, but he's got a pin, so he's got to pass his orders test. Looking for an 8.
Come on.
He passes. Ditches the pin, hitting on a 2. All right, Andrew, hitting on a 2. Gets it. Just gets it. Okay, roll for penetration. That's plus 6 penetration against armor 8. So 6 plus 6, that's 12. That's massive damage. So roll one dice on the damage chart, and then it'll be followed up by another. So he already has 1 pin. Plus, ooh, that's
She's done.
She's dead.
Okay.
The tank blows up. Andy claims a second dice. All right.
Oh,
Okay,
those are
let's see
good
what-
rolls, hey?
Andy.
Yep,
Good
well
job.
done. So, dice goes to Andrew. He's taking a Zerini, firing the medium howitzer at the building, top floor again, at the sniper. It is a small team, which counts for building shots. Ben strikes at 4. Nevan goes down with the sniper. So, 1 dice, 6 to hit. Does not get it. All right, next dice. Nevan firing the heavy mortar through the observer in this building at the armored car. 6 to hit. No. Firing the light howitzer from the corner of the table at the Nebelwerfer, looking through the spotter in the church. 6 to hit. No.
Oh, come on.
All right. Andrew gets the next dice. Attempting to take out his bazooka out of reserves. He is needing, I believe, an 8.
Yeah, just
Yep. All right, Andrew. Roll it up. Can you get an 8?
I don't know. Nope.
He goes down.
He gonna go down.
All right. I suspect the armored car survives another turn. Attempting to move the inexperienced squad out of the truck, they no longer get Tiger Fear because his dead tank blocks line of sight. 1 pin. So he needs a 7 or less to pass. Nope. They go down. All right. So down they go. Truck. Rallying. It's inexperienced, needing an 8 to pass the rally test. It does. And it'll lose its pin. So, all right, next dice. And running his lieutenant away from the pin that he now controlled because you've finished his turn next to it. So, running around the bushes. Just to reiterate, from the end of the last turn, Nevan controls that one because he finishes a turn near it. This one, as well as this one. So, Nevan currently controls 3. Andrew finishes his turn next to that pin, so he controls 1, but he is not within 3 inches of this pin with his mortar. So Andrew only controls 1, Nevan controls 3. And it ends up
Hopefully, yeah. Or
Right
else
there.
this guy's probably...
running his squad up behind the building in the middle. Next dice. This is the machine gun from the main floor to the second floor. Next dice. Advancing or
we'll
running
have
his
to advance
infiltration
into this,
squad away
but I
from the
can
church
remember
to
this.
over
Yeah.
there. All right. Evacuating the church
I wonder
area.
what their
Next dice.
reason is.
Running his horses back the way he came, so 18 inches back, and trying to head towards this long road that heads up towards the middle. Let's see where he goes. Ending up right there. Runs the squad from back here all the way up to the edge of this wall. All right.
Andrew again.
Next dice. Advances the squad up to just behind the box.
And
And your
I'm gonna
lieutenant.
run the lieutenant into this building.
Lieutenant running into the building. He'll be on the main floor. All right.
And you're
He puts everything down. Now it goes to Nevan. What are you doing, Nevan?
3 dice.
You can put them on
Hop
top
in.
if you want.
Running the men out of this guerrilla squad
Yeah.
into the main floor of this building.
'Cause I
All
don't know
right.
how you-
Runs the flamethrower from behind the truck to just around the corner. All right. Team with the last order dice at turn 2 moves to just there. All right. So that marks the end of turn 2. Nevan controls that objective, this objective, as well as that objective for a total for that many. So he's in the lead. Andrew controls this objective, but not this objective. All right, we've had Andrew claim 2 order dice on this turn, though, by knocking out the Chiha, as well as, what else did you kill, Andrew?
My suicide guy.
Oh, and the Suicide Anti-Tank Man. So, going on to turn 3. Let's find out. First order dice at turn 1 moves his armored car, which was sitting right there, down the road to there, pivots, firing everything at the Nebel Warfare. So, Andrew, are you going down?
Yep.
So, going down, so he advanced, which would make it a 3, but he's within 6 inches. So, hold on, that would be a 3, 4, down makes it 6s. So, 6 to hit. We recounted, it's hitting on 5s because of the point blank. So, that is 9 dice hitting on 5s. Ooh, he has several hits. 1, 2, 4 hits. Okay, so it takes another pin. Reroll those 4 dice, killing on 4, 5, or 6.
Oh, crap.
No deaths, but another pin. Alright, next dice. Choosing to fire is Guerrilla Squad, which is on the main floor of this corner building. At the main floor of this building, which houses Andrew's lieutenant with 2 buddies. It's within 6 inches. It's 14 shots, because it's got 3 submachine guns, an LMG, and 4 rifles. So, hitting on 6s, because Andrew went down. 14 dice, hitting on 6s. Ooh, okay, I see 6 hits.
Yeah.
Yep. They take a pin. That squad is regular, correct, Andrew?
They are, yeah.
Okay, so they're dying on 5s and 6s because they're within a building. So roll 6 dice, killing on 5s and 6s. 2 deaths. Reroll those 2 6s. Just check for exceptional. Ooh, 1 exceptional.
So you're going to take my officer?
I'm sure he will take out your officer.
Yeah.
That leaves 1.
Yeah.
So you will have to take a morale check, even though they are fanatic, but because there's 1 remaining.
Okay.
All right. So they have 1 pin, regular, needing an 8 to pass that. They pass. So, all right. Next dice. MMG team goes into ambush. All right, next dice. Advancing up behind the wall over here, taking his whole squad, firing at the window at the Guerrilla Squad. Firing everything he's got. Looked at it. Andrew has 5 submachine guns. And you said 3 rifles? 4. So it's just past 6 inches, so the submachine guns are long range. So they would have long range, makes it 4. Hard cover makes it 6. So 4 of them, that makes 8 dice, hitting on 6 for the submachine guns.
5 of them.
Oh, 5 of them, sorry. 10 dice.
Hitting on 6.
10 dice, hitting on 6. 2 hits. They take a pin. Now, that is a veteran squad, correct, Nevan?
Yeah.
So killing on 6s.
Oh, shit,
Nothing. So now for the rifles, we said 4 of them.
4 rifles.
So it'll also be hitting on 6s because they have advanced, even though it's not long range.
Oh, yeah.
2 more hits. And killing on 6s because of the building. Nothing.
Okay.
Bring out the bazooka. Needing an 8 to pass. He failed last time. All right. So he comes out this time. All right.
Whoa.
So I suspect he is going to advance them out to take a point blank shot with this here armored car. Manager advances bazooka out. He's within 6 inches, firing at the car, hitting on a 3 with 1 dice. All right, roll it up. Okay. He hits.
Yeah.
Takes a pin. Now it has
Look, I just want
Plus-
reaction.
plus 5 penetration on an armor 7 side armor though. 5 plus 5 is 10. That is 3 over the side. So it's massive damage. Roll another dice. It's stunned. It takes an additional pin. Now roll another dice for the next dice for the massive damage. It's dead. The armored car has
I don't understand.
perished. And Andrew goes another dice. Moving his Zerini up the road. All right. To advance all the way up here. He's firing at the main floor of the building, the guerrilla squad that's in there with the medium howitzer, hitting on a 4. Can he do it?
We shall see. Oh,
No,
didn't get
he
it.
does not.
Yeah.
All right.
Pointing at.
Nothing at all. So, Nevan firing the heavy mortar at the car. It's his second term firing at it without it moving, so it's hitting on a 5. But Andrew, hold on, don't roll that dice. Andrew can choose to recce, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he can recce in this case. That's a tough question.
I would think not, but I'm
No?
not too sure.
Well, maybe because it'd be hard to see indirect fire.
You wouldn't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should we try to look that up, or just?
I don't think
Let's
we'll
just
be
make
able
the
to.
call.
Let's say you can't recce in this case.
Let's say that. Yeah.
We'll see if anyone on the internet says otherwise. All right.
They will
Okay.
let us know.
Hitting on a 5.
Yeah, I feel like.
He misses.
There. Sweet.
So,
but I feel
nothing.
like.
Yeah, you-
excited
Moving
for
his
instance, hey?
Panzer IV up and placing it just in front of this building. We'll see what he tries to shoot at.
Okay.
Advances up, firing the anti-tank gun
I could have
at
actually
the truck. 1 dice,
I
hitting
could've-
on a 4.
point blanked it, but I kind of tried to,
All
see
right.
what I could do over here.
Andrew,
So-
1 dice, hitting on a 4. And he gets it. A 6 to hit.
I
Roll.
can't look. I do the
All right. Roll for armor penetration.
Too much. It's too much.
2 plus 6 is 8. So you are not 3 over. Roll 1 dice on the damage chart. It takes another pin as well as the squad inside. Oh, and
It's a bouncy unit. There we go.
3. So it takes another pin and it's on fire. So now Nevan needs to take a morale check.
Oh yeah, when there's fire, hey.
Yeah. So, all right, Nevan, come take a morale check. You have, I believe, 3 pins on your truck, which is inexperienced.
Yeah.
So it goes down to 7, 6. You need a 5 or less, I believe.
3 pins or 2?
Two dice. You have 3 pins, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, actually, I think you only have 2 pins because you had lost your other pin.
Yeah.
So that would go from an 8 to a 7 to a 6. Anyway, you still fail.
Yeah.
The truck is dead. Now roll for the unit inside the truck. It has to immediately disembark, but takes D6 hits. So roll 1 dice for that.
Nice.
It takes 6 hits. Roll 6 dice.
Oh boy.
Killing on 3, 4, 5, and 6.
14-man squad though, hey.
Oh, that was the best roll ever.
Okay.
That's an amazing
For you.
roll. Thank
For
you.
you.
All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All of them but 1.
5 deaths.
5 deaths.
Oh, no wait.
I would. Andrew, re-roll 3 of those 6s. In case they're exceptional. And you can check
Doesn't
them out.
matter, I don't think, really.
No. Anyway, so 5 deaths out of that 14-man squad. And then roll another D6. That's where they have to disembark. That's how many inches they can move away.
Just 1?
Inside.
They're in.
Okay, so you can move up to 3 inches away, and they go down with 5 deaths. Squad ends up just in front of the truck with. All right, next dice. The squad in the street inside the building. We're placing them on the 2nd floor just for ease of access, but they're on the main floor. All right, next dice. And firing the light howitzer in the corner through the spotter inside the church at the armored car. 1 dice hitting on a 6. Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, Lieutenant, from here to just behind the truck.
Good luck on your thing.
All right.
tomorrow.
Operation squad advancing through the bushes up towards behind the trees. All right. Next dice. Advances and rotates his machine gun, so he's pointing out a better direction. All right. Next dice.
Well, I watched one with you.
Running the horses up towards the center of the board.
Advancing, I think.
Advancing?
Running.
Running.
Oh, sorry.
He's running them. Ooh. All right. Very aggressive. I like it.
Cavalry charge.
We're gonna end up
I'd gone out of
in the
style
center of the
a
board.
little bit before this time.
I
like
Okay.
it, though. I like it.
Puts this unit down again. They are still outflanking. This is the armored car up, firing at the down inexperienced squad, point blank. So it is a 4 for advancing, but it's point blank, which makes it a 3, but down means 5. 5 dice hitting on 5.
They are dead.
No.
All right.
No, that's not that good. I forgot about that. I actually forgot they were down.
Might need
All right. 5 dice.
That was my bad. I should have fired at the other crew because I could have got point blank on them too. This is actually not a good.
Ooh.
3.
All right. So 3 hits.
Okay,
They take an extra pin.
Yeah.
And killing on 3, 4, 5, and 6 with 3 dice.
Ooh, 2.
All right, 2 deaths.
How many guys left now?
2.
I believe.
That's
Morale check.
Yeah.
Yeah, morale check with 4 pins.
Inexperienced, they're dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
roll 2 dice.
Experience with 4 pins.
Yeah, 4 or
and
less.
Tiger Fear. Or no.
Oh,
It's
uh,
not.
Well, that's very
no,
high.
no, it doesn't matter anyway.
Okay.
They have ran away. Andrew claims that dice.
Okay.
All right, inexperienced squad runs away. Bring out the truck.
Regular.
All right, needing a
Yeah,
8
the
to pass.
Japanese are pretty much all fanatic, and even if they have a bunch of pins
All right,
on
it comes
them,
out,
they can-
brings the truck out on the backside, and parks it up beside the blown up Chiha. All right, next dice. Pivotal move. To bring the inexperienced squad out of outflank, they need an 7 to pass.
And there's a head
Can he
with,
get a
like,
7?
death swats, but he's behind.
They come out. All right, let's see where they come out. Brings in his inexperienced squad up to halfway up the board, and he runs inside the chapellery here. So they are there. All right.
Oh man, that is so cool. Dude.
Yeah. So next dice.
John doesn't.
And attempting to move his flamethrower as far as he can out towards the middle to try and flamethrow the tank. It'll be tight, but let's see if he can do it. So Nevan makes it that far. We just measured. It's 7 inches. He's just shy. So because he still attempted to fire, he has a roll to see if he ran out of fuel. So he's got to roll 1 dice now, and on a 1, it runs out of fuel and the unit's dead. So roll 1 dice.
Can I say I'm cool if that doesn't happen actually.
1 dice.
It seems crazy.
He like
No, it's still alive.
Thank God.
So
Just a ton of
Nevan
those.
attempting to run this infantry squad around the building to attack this tank. It has anti-tank grenades. Can he make it?
Rules, you can say
He
just
easily makes it.
and-
Yeah, that's true.
So he
or
attacks
if you
it.
have a judge, just to
So
go
they
in.
line up
Yeah,
against
just-
it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of men, all
Yeah.
with anti-tank grenades.
7 neutral observer.
But the tank is advanced,
Yeah,
so he'll
it's
roll a
good.
dice for every one of those men.
John's got good
and
memory stuff.
scores
Otherwise,
hits on
I'd be, like,
6s.
glazing over every.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've counted. It's 13 men. So Nevan gets to roll 13 men.
Full-time.
Or 13 dice,
Is it a
scoring hits
contract?
on
Oh, okay.
6s. All right, Nevan, will you get lucky?
Commit to 1 year because I don't know.
Oh, Sarah's doing right.
I'm gonna watch
Or
this.
with
Oh,
the company.
they did.
Yeah,
they were
that-
behind the
that
thing,
too.
so they
Just
didn't have to
see,
do the
like,
tiger
years
fear.
ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
still
13
full-time
dice.
benefits and stock options
Yeah.
and
Oh,
everything.
you get options too. Yeah.
But I have to stay.
Oh,
with it.
1.
One,
Oh, 1.
1 hit. Okay, so there's no way you can penetrate that armor.
Yeah.
So, that's-
So many 5s though, hey?
That's it. So now roll 1d6.
Yeah, that's like wow.
This is how many inches away you can move back.
So
Yeah, I hope I get a good offering. This like I got
4 inches. So you can place them 4 inches away if you like.
We'll
see where they go. Rolled 4 inches away, so Nevan ends his turn right there, right beside the tank. Okay. Next dice. That marks the end of turn 3. So one thing that's of note, this infantry squad ended the turn closer to the truck than any of Andrew's unit. So the truck, the crew runs away, and Nevan claims this dice. Nevan now owns 2 order dice to Andrew's 5. Nevan still controls 3 objectives on this side of the board. Andrew controls 1. Uno. He's still yet to control this one. So it's a tight game, but Andrew's moving up in the middle. And we've had a few deaths over here. Nevan's short on armor, though. We'll see what happens. Turn 4. It's the first
How much can I
dice
go?
of 9 inches.
Times 2 on the road.
Yeah. So first dice of turn 4. Andrew gets it, moving his Panzer IV up and away from this squad that was threatening it. And he does 190-degree pivot. And he's firing everything at this squad?
Yep.
Okay. So are you firing 2 machine guns or 1 machine gun and your big gun?
Um.
I'll wait till you decide. Andrew advances up, firing his whole mounted machine gun at this squad as well as his big gun. The squad goes down. So the machine gun, it's within 6 inches. So hitting on a 3 plus the down, hitting on a 5 for the machine gun as well as the big gun.
I'm gonna do for both.
Yeah. So the
I'll-
machine
I'll-
gun, 6 dice, hitting on 5.
2
2 hits, takes a pin.
The regular.
I believe so.
Here, there's a pin over here.
We'll check if they're regular, but that would be 1 death.
That's my.
Checked. The mortar is veteran, so no deaths, but takes a pin. Now roll for the big gun, hitting on a 5.
It's.
Oh, he
I
gets.
want to get rolls because
lands the hit.
Like they just stick.
So it's a 2-inch template. We'll check how many win that fits. Template fits them all, so that's rolling.
This guy counts too, right? Is it the outside?
No, just has to clip them. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
the outside. Yeah.
you're rolling 2 dice because he's down, which halves the amount of damage. So 2 dice.
Why am I rolling dicey?
2 deaths. All right.
Morale check.
And roll for pins. So that is a 2-inch template, so it's D3 pins. So roll D3 pins.
Is that on top of the one already?
Just the 1 pin.
Okay, one pin.
All right. Next dice. Oh, morale check. That's correct. So 1 pin on a veteran. So you need a 9.
Tiger Fear.
Oh, and Tiger Fear, yep. You need an 8 to pass.
Come on.
They pass. Still in it. Third dice goes to Nevan. He is advancing his flamethrower up to flamethrower the Zerini. So he'll be hitting on a 3 because it's point blank, but he advanced. Hitting on a 3, 1 dice.
Oh boy.
Can he do it?
I think he can do it.
Well,
I think you got this.
All right.
Yeah, I have to a choice between the tanks, I guess.
Yeah, you did a good number.
Yeah, I like that tank.
He hits it. Okay, now roll. It's D6 hits. So roll 1d6. 2. Roll 2 dice, 2 hits. So they have +3 penetration on the top armor. Okay, so this one does not penetrate.
I thought you meant Bill.
This one, a 6 plus 3 is 9. It'd be top armor 8, so that penetrates. So we'll now roll 1 on the damage chart. 5, it's dead.
Oh.
Now, right, so the Zerini's dead, but now roll to see if you run out of fuel. On a 1, you run out. It does not. Flamethrower's in it, and the Zerini's dead. Nevan declares he is assaulting with the anti-tank squad at the armored car. Andrew deciding before we measure if
this
he's
is
going
tough.
to recce the car away or not. What are you going to do?
To do it, hey, but that's fucking tough.
Opts to not take the risk, and he's wrecking his vehicle back. Let's see where it ends up.
So
And
go first.
Nevan will be running 12 inches, so let's measure first to see if he was in range, but you still have to recce.
No, he wasn't.
oh, you called my bluff.
I know.
He was just shy. Yeah,
No, I didn't call you a bluff.
Oh, yeah, you
just
didn't
shy.
call it.
But anyway, so hold on. So then,
Yeah,
right now you got to place your men there, Nevan.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
So just shy of that. Yeah. Okay, and let's see where Andrew ends up. The armored car ends up right there. Okay, next dice. Is advancing his horses up 9 inches to right here. He's dismounting, and then he's firing at this squad here. So we're going to replace all the models. All right. So Nevan is firing. It's within 6 inches, but Andrew chose to go down. So it's 9 dice hitting on 6s on 6s. Can Nevan get lucky? 3 6s. So re-roll those 3.
I would have went down.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would've.
John said he wouldn't have. He thinks that's a bad move, but you know what? The only
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nevan is opting to take the squad within the first floor of this building. He's got to pass an orders test, but he wants to run them out, run through the window of here of the chapellery, and attack the inexperienced squad that's on the main floor here. But he has 1 pin, I believe. Yeah, 1 pin, and he's within 6 inches of his lieutenant, needing a 10 to pass. Can he get it? Because they are veteran. He got a 10. They just pass. Wow. Okay, so pin is gone, and they're heading in there. Now we'll do the math, but there is 9 men in both squads. But the 9 men in this one are inexperienced all rifles. This one, I believe, has 4 or 3 submachine guns. We'll do the math and check it out. All right. So here, there's the 9 men versus these 9 men. So one thing about this squad is they are the Aerocross Militia Squad, so they have fatalistic zeal. So they count as fanatics in close quarters. All right, they will not get to... It's within 6 inches, so they don't get to shoot first. So, all right, Nevan, you'll be rolling 9 dice, but you have 3 submachine guns. So roll those 3 dice first. because these are your 3 tough fighters.
Okay.
Killing on 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 hits. Re-roll those 2 dice. Or 2 kills, sorry. Another kill, so that's 3 kills. Alright, now let's roll. That was 3 dice of your 9. So now roll 5 dice.
6.
6 dice, yes, sorry.
And how many did he get there? How many kills?
3 kills.
Okay.
Now killing them.
Same odds?
Yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1 man lives. So now, Andrew, roll 9 dice because you're defending an obstacle. And they, because you're defending an obstacle, you get to roll 9 dice, killing on 5s and 6s because he's veteran.
Not as good of odds. Well, I'll take some of these guys away.
1, 2.
I'll
2
take
deaths.
This guy's away.
All right. Okay, and then you get to keep rolling because you're a fanatic.
So I roll those 2 or what?
Nope. So now Nevan goes. He has lost 2 men.
Okay.
So roll your 3 tough fighters. It's dead. All right. So no point in finishing. But Andrew, roll 1 dice. You can retaliate potentially with your last man.
Oh, I don't get to use those rolls too? Like you're applying both?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Roll 1 dice. Nothing.
Oh.
2 deaths, and Andrew's wiped out.
I feel like...
Squad's been wiped out, and 2 casualties to this.
pull it
Hey, his
And
pin,
another
his pin
dice.
didn't fuck with him on that?
There we go.
No.
Attempting to move the Nebelwerfer with 2 pins, needing a 7 to pass. He gets it. It moves. Ditches a pin. Let's see where he puts it. I think I know where. So Andrew slightly bumps the Nebelwerfer up to hopefully try and claim this objective, which he will, I'm sure, at the end of this turn. All right. Next dice. Attempts to fire the machine gun from inside this building through at this building, but he's within an inch of this squad. Can't fire. Next dice. Attempting to fire the light howitzer through the observer in the church
Oh, that's right. This is more.
at the Nebelwerfer, but the Nebelwerfer is moved, needing a 6 to hit. He does not get it.
Nevan.
Next dice. Running his MMG team 12 inches. Where is he going? He's heading over there. All right. Okay. Overlooking the middle. All right. The individual man inside here, that's the remains of the lieutenant squad, attempting to move with 1 pin.
Got it.
All right. Just gets it.
Gets it. So
All right. Let's see where he goes.
he's actually just gonna fucking back out of there, I think.
All right.
Oh, he doesn't have a pin
Advances.
anymore.
Advances further back, trying to save that order dice, I suspect. Next dice. And attempting to fire a rifle from the top floor where the sniper is at this. Not a sniper shot, but a rifle shot. Will Andy, you want to measure the range there real quick?
Yep.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
measured it last time.
Yeah, about 8 or 9.
Pistol shot there?
6
Yeah,
inches.
yeah,
about
it's
7.
Yep.
6 inches.
Anyway.
Pistol.
So
Okay.
hard cover, which would make that a so 3. Oh, it's 6 on 6.
Yeah, because they're down.
6 on 6 because they're down.
Something to
1
do,
dice.
though.
Something to do.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Next dice. Runs his lieutenant from behind the truck into the main floor of this building. All right. Next dice. Attempting to bring this squad out from out flank. They're veteran, and they also have the home guard rule, I believe, which makes it so they do not suffer the penalty. So to come out, they need a 10 or less.
Not sure that they're veteran, though.
They're actually regulars, but they still have the home guard rule, so 9 or less to pass. They come out. So it's turn 4. They come out up to 36 inches up the side of the table edge. And we have already looked. They are coming out on this side. So 36 inches means that they can come out easily quite up to ways up there.
Gonna put them up there.
Okay. Let's see where they end up. Andrew advances them up here. They're firing everything at that
There's an
squad,
objective
including the
in here.
flamethrower they have there. So the flamethrower to hit will be hitting on a 3 for the advance.
Let's try that first.
All right.
No!
Oh. Now roll 1 more dice to see if the flamethrower runs out of fuel.
No!
Flamethrower ran out of fuel.
Yes!
Oh no. Yeah, we got to figure out for the rest of the guns. Hold on. No, not single dice. We'll do the odds here. Moving the flamethrower, it leaves 5 rifles left to fire. So they advanced, which would make it a 3 because it's point blank. Hard cover makes it 4-5. 5's to hit with 5 dice.
2 hits.
2 hits. They take a pin. Reroll those 2 dice. Killing on 6s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of the building. 1 death. All right.
Reroll.
All right.
Yeah, reroll that.
Oh yeah,
6.
reroll that 6 for exceptional, possibly.
Thank you.
Nope. All right. Yikes. Running this unit across the way into this building here. Okay, they were on the main floor. We just had them on the second floor for ease.
Ease of access.
All right, next dice. Running his infiltration squad up to right towards the middle of the board. To right there. All right. Next dice. So the end of turn 4 now completed. Going to turn 5. So Andy has 5 of Nevan's dice, while Nevan has 4 of his. Andy controls 2 objectives, this one here and the one behind the blue building. Nevan still controls his original 3 objectives on this side. But things are still close because Andrew now has a squad getting quite close to this empty objective over here. Can he control it? Meanwhile, Nevan, with a ton of firepower in the middle, we'll have to see what happens. Turn 5. This could decide a lot of things. All right. Nevan attempting to fire the squad from inside the building out here at this squad, but he has 1 pin, but he's within range of his lieutenant, needing a 10 to pass. Can he get lucky? He does. All right. So, only on the backside, there's just a window and a door, and only 2 people can fire out of a window or a door. So we're looking at 4 men in total that can fire.
No, I was assaulting.
Oh, you're assaulting out?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted that. Nevan assaulting this squad. Interesting. So you'll be rolling for all 9 men, I believe. Oh no, you have less than 9 men now. But a couple tough fighters. 7 men, 3 are tough fighter. All right. So roll 3 dice for the tough fighters.
What's that? Yeah.
I needed that one. It went really bad that turn.
Fuck.
I just got
All right, nothing.
There you
Now roll 4 dice. 1 death.
You got lucky there.
got really lucky there.
go.
1 dice. Okay, 1 death.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew.
I retaliate.
You can kill the whole squad here.
You retaliate with your 6 men. None are tough fighter, but you subtract 1 because 1 has died. So roll 5 dice.
See, I thought it worked like
5 dice, killing on 5s and
If you kill
6s.
2 or more, his squad is done.
Yes. So roll 5 dice.
And he's hitting on
5s and 6s he'll kill because of your vet.
one.
Matches.
Oh, it's a match. So we continue rolling. So Nevan loses a man. That puts him down to 6 men. Roll your 3 tough fighters.
I just saw with
Killing
the
on
initial,
4, 5, and 6.
With the initial retaliation.
1 death. Reroll that death.
I thought with their initial retaliation,
2 deaths.
You roll.
I roll all of them.
2 deaths
I thought
plus
that's what we've been doing.
the 3 men that remain after the last round. So 3 rifles. Ooh, 2 more deaths. Yeah. Those are not tough fighters. So 4 deaths.
Okay.
All right. So subtract 4. That leaves you with 1 man,
So I
correct?
just roll 1 dice.
1 dice.
Can you stop recording for a sec?
Andrew's 1 roll. Ooh, a 5. So he causes 1 death. Nevan loses another man, but Andrew's been wiped out. So he ends it with 5 men left. Out of a total of 9 from the original. Still no morale check. And Andy wiped out back there.
John, can you
Andy really needed that. Because it was going to contest that objective potentially. All right. Next dice. Nevan moving the scout squad from the middle of the table to right there and attempting to fire everything at the Nebelwerfer. They only have submachine guns, so are they in range? Measure the range. Is it within a foot? Ooh, it is not.
Does it have to be in the center?
Yeah, they're not in range. All right, but anyway, they are getting awfully close to that objective. Next order dice. Running his, advancing his large squad up here, firing everything at that Nebelwerfer. Are you staying up, Andrew, or going down?
Those are rifles?
I have 1 submachine gun, I believe, but the rest are rifles.
Okay. Submachine gun won't be in range.
No.
But the rifles will be. They will be. What's long range for them?
Anything over 12 inches is long range.
Yeah, so they're long range.
Ops to go down. So it would have been a 5 to hit long range advance. Now it's 6s on 6. All right, so roll up all your dice. Let's measure the range real quick. Measure the range, see if the submachine gun is in range. I doubt it. Make sure it is long range. Yep. So it'll be how many rifles?
12.
All right, roll 12 rifles. 12 rifles, 6 on 6. At the floor. 1 6, 2 6s. Reroll 2. Ooh, he gets a hit. 6 on 6, gets a hit.
Shit, hey?
All right, now roll. Takes another pin. Roll another dice. Killing on 4, 5, or 6. He gets it. Another 6. Reroll that 6. Is it exceptional? It's not. I guess it doesn't matter in this case. Another death.
Yeah.
Another
That's
pin.
a morale check,
Triggers a morale check. So that's 2 pins.
Yeah.
2 pins on a regular vehicle or regular artillery squad, needing a 7 to pass.
Ooh.
They pass.
The Lord
They're
was with
still in it. All right. This is MMG team into ambush. Next dice. Gets another dice.
Yeah,
Moving this
that's
squad here
Yeah,
over
like,
and
I
firing
assume
everything he's
we're
got
gonna-
at this squad. Andy, are you going to stay up or go down?
I'm gonna go
On,
down.
like, a per capita basis.
Oh, you staying up?
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta
1 to
stay.
6.
All right.
They gotta,
Okay.
they gotta go.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
figure out the
it's
odds.
freaking off.
Nevan firing the light howitzer at the armored car through the spotter in the church, needing a 6 to hit. Can he get it? He gets it. It lands. Oh, okay. So +2 penetration on the top armor. Roll 1 dice. So this is.
Against the odds, yeah, that sucks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so it does not penetrate though. Now roll 1 dice for pins. It does D3 pins. It does 1 pin.
No, not bad.
Okay.
1 pin.
I
All right,
need that thing
that's
still,
it.
yeah.
Activates his tank. He backs it up,
Just about 30.
basically 4.5 inches. Is firing the whole machine gun at this squad, firing the big gun at this big veteran squad over here. So the big squad. What was the range, Andrew?
27.
27. Yeah. So not long range. You'll be hitting on a 4.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna
What's
go back on that and actually use the machine gun on
You can't.
Not after you measured.
Okay.
Okay. So firing 1 gun,
right.
hitting on a 4 to hit that big veteran squad. He hits it. All right, let's figure out how many men fit in that. Okay, so they're pretty tight together.
2-inch template.
2-inch template.
I think probably the max is gonna be. Oh, I guess it can
There's
touch
5
6,
there,
That's
but
6, isn't it? With that one.
hold on, I think this is even more yet. So you just have to clip the base.
Yeah. Can I see?
I think that gets them all in there
6.
except for 5.
All of them except for.
I don't think so. I think I actually missed 6. I'll be honest. I think it actually. I don't think you can
You
get
just have to
this
clip
guy
the
and that
base.
guy. I know, but I don't think you can with those
It's
ones.
the outside diameter of that circle. Right?
I know. I think I missed 6. To be honest.
We'll double check here. So on review, he can get 7 men. So roll 7 dice with a +2 penetration.
That's a bad roll.
All right. So this one does not count. This does not count. That does not count. So you have 4 deaths. 4 deaths, and then roll D3 pins.
Oh,
You sure it's that many? They're veteran, right?
Yep, 4 deaths. Plus, yeah, so D3 pins. Ooh, so
2 pins.
2 pins and 4 deaths. Does that trigger a morale check? I do not believe so.
No, he's got
Yep.
more guys.
All right. Okay, now let's figure out your MMG on the hull.
Yeah.
So it's a German tank, so that's 6 dice. Nevan, are you opting to go down?
Yeah.
All right, Nevan goes down. So it'll be down, small team, advance. So advance would make it 4, small team would make it 5 down, 6 on 6. 6 dice, 6 on 6.
Oh.
2 6s.
Yeah.
Ooh, he gets a hit. Now roll 1 hit. Killing on 4, 5, or 6. Oh no, 5s. It's veteran. Yeah, no death, but takes another pin. Alright. Next dice. Firing the sniper from the 3rd story at this squad here. Just a rifle shot. Needing a 5 to hit. He does not. Next dice. Runs his lieutenant out of the building to right there.
I've never seen it.
Right into the middle.
Run.
Alright.
I don't know.
Nevin gets the next dice. That's his final dice on turn 5.
You.
Squad moves from right there to just back there. Retreats. Now, Andrew has the final 5 dice. Let's see what he does with the rest of his army. Attempting to move the armored car. It has 1 pin, needs to pass with an 8. Can he do it?
I don't know if I'm moving them. I'll probably just try to shoot. But... Well, that's not good. I tried to.
Oh, Fubar! Fubar! Oh no! Okay.
What does that mean?
Alright, Andrew, roll 1 dice.
Bad.
1 dice. Oh, a 6. Alright, we'll go back to the Fubar chart, but I believe it runs away. So Andy has to panic and reverse as far back as possible and goes down. Alright. Did not need that one, did you?
That didn't help.
Alright, what are you going to do now? Attempting to advance the squad here. They have 1 pin. They are veteran, I believe. Requiring a 9.
Like this.
Oh, Mickle?
Yeah, that's really
Measure that lieutenant. Is that far? Is
Oh,
that 6
yeah.
inches away?
He's not the lieutenant. He's
No.
not the lieutenant.
Oh, the lieutenant's
killed.
dead, right? Never mind. Looking for a 9. He goes down.
That's another option.
All right.
Okay. Neat.
Okay. Moving the lone man through the building to back there.
He's gonna fucking hang right there.
All right. Next dice. Moving a squad out of this building, running through this door, through the gate, and assaulting the squad of 3 men, the infiltrators right here. All right. So what is this squad, Andy? Is that squad veteran?
No.
Andrew, is that squad?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
squad veteran?
Yes.
Okay. What do they have for guns?
Rifles.
All rifles? How many of them?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sorry. There's a LMG and loader.
Okay, but that doesn't matter for in this context. None of them are tough fighters.
No.
Okay, so roll dice.
This way. Let me hold on.
So as Andrew came out of this gate, he was ambushed by the machine gun. So we're gonna measure and see what happens there. Yeah, 5 dice hitting on 4s.
Jesus.
2 hits.
Yep.
They don't take a pin, but then roll for
Don't they take a pin?
not for the ambush. I don't think. Oh, maybe they do. Oh, yeah, maybe they take a pin. But anyway, roll the 2 dice, killing on 5s and 6s. No deaths.
I'd say just a pin.
Yeah, you're right. They take a pin and then
I
that's it.
wouldn't know why not.
They
Okay,
were fighting
so
from
it is-
1930s.
So we figured out
Yeah, they're the
the
longest
3
in the World War II, right?
infiltration men are veteran, and then Andrew has 8 veterans there. So Andrew, roll 8 dice,
I will.
Who are they fighting in 1930?
killing on 5s and 6s.
And was trying to take over China.
Oh,
They did a
okay.
pretty good job of it.
Did they?
Yeah, they took over a lot of northern China.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so
They
3 deaths.
lasted
It's dead,
longer, like, at the end.
and that's it.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get to retaliate?
Nope, because you are not defending an obstacle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
That was what I was suffering with.
all right,
A bunch
so
of
that is dead. Now roll 1d6. This is how many inches away you can reconsolidate. 2 inches. Okay, all right. Final
How far
dice
can
puts
we
the
move
MMG team down the floor.
6.
All right.
6
Okay.
inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that marks the end of turn 5.
It's gonna take forever to get to the fire.
All right. So the way the dice break out, Andrew controls 6. Nevan controls 5. Andrew currently controls 2 objectives. Nevan still controls 3. So Nevan is in the lead. But Nevan currently has wiped out much of Andrew's infantry. But Andrew still has a chance at the center. We'll see what happens. All right. Turn 6. First dice of turn 6 moves his squad up here to try and shoot at this squad here. So, what is the range, Nevan? If you measure them all out. So they all have rifles. All right, Nevan. Ooh. All right. So long range. Yeah, long range, but in range. All right. So let's do the math. Are you going down, Andrew, or not?
Nope.
He is not going down.
Hit on 5s.
Okay. And how many men is that, Nevan?
9.
Yeah, right. Roll 9 dice, hitting
Fives.
on 5s.
Yeah, you can't go down.
No.
No way.
Of course not.
That's your only chance.
Yeah.
3.
3 hits. Yes. Okay. They take a pin.
Another pin.
Reroll those 3, killing on 5s and
2
6s.
pins, hey?
Oh shit.
That might be it, though.
Might be it.
Yeah.
They're better.
No deaths.
Yeah.
No deaths.
All right. Next dice. Nevan.
First rodeo.
Nevan gets the second order dice. He's firing the MMG team at this squad, but he has to pass an orders test because of tiger fear. All right. So he needs an 8 to pass. Or is it a 10? Are they veteran? Or 9, sorry.
They are veteran.
Okay, 9 to pass. And they pass. All right.
Do I get any
5
cover on that
dice.
thing? I kind of see half.
No. Well, hold on. We'll check. In review, it's hard cover because you can't see more than half that squad. All right. And it's long range, I believe. Can you measure that range?
We measured it. It was
Oh,
long
okay.
range.
Long range last time?
Yep.
Okay, so long range is 4. Hard cover makes it 6s. So 5 dice hitting on 6s.
That's not too bad.
You know what my fucking the thing that I did wrong was though was going in
1 hit, takes a
this, you have
pin.
to like advance into it,
Yeah.
advance out of it. That's
Yeah.
why you can like
It
2
slows it
turns
down.
rather than you can just run through the fucking.
1 death,
Yeah.
reroll that 6.
One hit, one death.
Oh shit! So another pin.
Yep.
Shit.
Not exceptional.
3 pins on that thing.
Okay,
Oh no!
next dice.
Couldn't have picked.
So Andy finally gets a dice, attempting to run this squad with 3 pins.
Veteran.
They're veteran, needing a 7 or less.
That's gonna take 7
Oh.
rolls.
Oh, I
You
got it.
auto passed.
Yay!
Yep. So ditch a pin.
I didn't even look at the other one because I couldn't look. But
Ditch a
it was
pin?
1, so it's like, well, I passed.
Oh, nice.
And you are running them into the
They had
building?
3 pins.
Yeah.
Just
And
one
they're
pin.
veteran?
Just
Yeah.
this
So
one.
10 minus 3 is
7.
7.
Yep.
Okay.
He rolled 1
Oh, yeah,
of his
I got
dice out
lots
of
of
1.
room.
Down to 2 pins.
Lots of room to run.
So you go in there and you are now assaulting the observer.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's.
I forgot. I forgot about that too. Yeah. Want to
Okay.
open that thing or no? Should we do it?
Yeah,
Or-
you
let's
just
do
pull the top off. Okay, so you're assaulting.
Yeah.
So you roll. How many men is that?
I think the same amount.
Minus
two,
1.
three-
7
1, 2,
men.
3, 4,
You
5,
lost.
6.
You lost 1.
Okay.
Did I?
Yeah, the machine gun took 1 out.
Oh,
Yeah.
did no
So-
one? No one removed that
so-
one yet.
Yeah.
7 men, correct?
Yeah, take that out.
I don't think I need my Panzer fast.
Yeah. 7
Okay.
men.
Roll 7 dice, Andrew.
And what are you looking to do?
Killing on 5s and 6s. Okay, he's dead. It doesn't matter. Now Nevan, roll 1 dice.
You're cock staining.
All you can do really
For
is
the
kill one
observer?
of my
Yeah,
guys, I
you
guess.
did.
Yeah, they look
That's
great.
pretty good, eh?
It does
Yeah,
not.
I think so.
All right, the observer's dead. And all right, Andy now contests.
Contested.
Well, currently may control its objective if Nevan cannot take it back. All right, let's see what happens. Another dice, attempting to move his armored car with 1 pin, needing an 8. Will he foobar again?
We'll see.
He does not, and he activates. Ditches the pin. Where are you going? Opts to not go down. Andy
16.
firing his
It's not
MMG
even
at this
15.
squad.
15
It's
and
not
a half.
long range. 5 dice, hitting on 3s.
I wouldn't have went down.
No, I wouldn't either. I would take the hits because you just have to. You have to do something with them.
Yeah.
Right? They have to do something. They have to pass this.
Because these guys are done. So
Yeah.
3 hits.
Yep.
3 hits. That's another
3
pin.
hits.
I'll put this pin.
Okay, killing on
Should be
5s and
4 pins
6s.
on them now, hey?
3.
The 3? Oh shit.
1 death.
And 3 pins.
That does not trigger a morale check, I believe. I
Well.
think they're still pretty
Oh,
high.
because that wasn't the 14 squad, right?
Next
that was
dice.
that other squad.
Attempting to move the veteran squad here with 3 pins. All right, can he do it? Needing a 7 to pass.
There will be times I've heard that in my life.
He passes.
Nice.
All right,
It's
Where are you-
exciting again.
where are you going, Nevan?
Down to 2 pins.
Oh, I pause it.
So, Nevan assaulting with this squad, the men in the church, to try and take the objective back here. All right, so this is exciting. This is 8 veterans, 1 tough fighter versus 7 veterans, no tough fighters. So Nevan, all right, let's roll your dice up. He's defending an objective, so he'll be able to retaliate. But okay, roll 1 dice for the tough fighter, needing a 5 to kill.
Fuck.
1, nothing. Then roll 7 dice.
That's a good sound bite.
1 death.
That's a bad.
Okay, now Andy, retaliate with 7 dice. Kill him on 5s and 6s.
That's not what I would have done. I would have ran them up there to test that objective.
We kept them there.
If that one's contested, then yeah.
All right, Andy kills 3. Nevan loses.
And it's done there.
It's done. It's done. Nevan has lost that dice. Andy claims it. And Andy lost 1 man. But does Andy have to take a morale check? Let's figure that out.
No.
Nope, not yet.
Nope.
How many did he start with?
Lots. 9, and there's like a lot more than that.
There's
left.
5 left.
Yeah.
Yep, so he's good. All right. Ooh. So, not too much that can take that objective from Andy at the end of this turn. We'll have to see, though. Nevan shooting the sniper from the 3rd story at the men in the church, needing a 3 to hit.
Oh, you gotta
He
be
misses.
The Lord
No
did
hit.
what the Lord
All right,
said
next
no.
dice. Attempting to advance out of the yard here on the far side of the town to shoot at this squad here, but he's got 1 pin. They are veteran. 9 to pass. What'd you get? In the box, Andrew. An 8. They pass.
So says.
All right.
Oh, that was so much sass.
Like 6 hours of missing the
That
button.
was his first sass
No.
comment, so that's fair.
Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay, I was just
Absolutely.
Because that
And
bot,
we're gonna
like
do some
the
shooting. So Andy advances out shooting, has 5 submachine gun, 4 rifles. So hitting with 2s. So 10 dice hitting on 2s for the submachine guns.
yeah, we'll do the submachine guns first. Should be a pretty good hit. And that squad didn't get to go until the 6th round.
We all hit but one.
All
That's
but 1.
11.
That was 11 dice.
Well, then just
To get rid
pull a
of
good one out.
Yeah.
Just pulled a good one out. Right?
All right. Okay.
Good eye, Nevan.
All right. Okay. Reroll those.
He plays fast and loose.
Was it really? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Brilliant.
5, 6,
This is brilliant.
9.
10, 11.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
that's called cheating.
Oh.
Killing
Lose
on
again.
5s and 6s. Those are vets, aren't they?
Yeah. Is there vets?
Oh,
I think?
shit.
Are
I
those
think it's-
wait? Are those vets over there?
No, they're regular.
Oh, they're regular.
They're all
Okay.
dead.
Kill on them
Yeah.
4s?
Or no, maybe not all of them.
No, not all of them,
On
but
4s or
anyway,
what?
you've killed 1, 2. Ooh, that is a lot of them, though.
7. No.
5, 6.
Is it on
7.
3?
7. Oh, sorry, isn't 3? No, not 3.
No, 3 doesn't count.
6.
There's 2
6
left.
deaths. Okay, and he still
6.
re-roll those 3
Two left,
6s.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 left.
He still has rifles to roll, though.
Oh. Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
No 6s. Now roll for the 4 rifles. Hitting on.
It's going to be
So
one
3
worse.
is advanced. So it'd be 3s, yeah.
3 hits.
3 hits. Killing on 4, 5, and 6. Oh, 2 more deaths.
One
So
guy.
one guy's left.
All right.
One
Yeah.
man.
With
one.
1 pin, take a morale check. A morale check for the 1 lone man. With 1 pin. On a regular, you're looking at an 8.
That's it.
That's it. Stays in it. Still alive.
Oh, he's-
Next
he's
dice.
still-
Running his flamethrower out. Or advancing, sorry. You had tried to shoot, but are you in range?
No.
He is just outside of range, but he tried to fire. So he still has to roll a 1 for the test.
Oh, I thought you would have.
All right. So to see if you run out of fuel, anything but a 1. Oh.
This squad's dead.
It died.
Sucks.
This squad's dead. It ran out of fuel.
Yep.
Oh,
So
really?
another dice to Andy. All right.
Oh, wow.
Next turn. Firing his lieutenant
And anything
24.
at
No,
this
no.
man over here.
18.
So
No, submachine gun.
12
Anything
inches.
Over 6, right?
12 inches. So anything
really?
over 6. What was the range?
Because 12 inches is the range, right? Yeah. Yeah. So he's at about.
Yeah, so it's long
11,
range.
10.
Okay, so 11.
Long range, small team.
Yeah, that's right.
So it would
And
be
advance.
3. No advance for submachine
Oh,
gun.
yeah, that's right.
Hitting on a 4.
Yeah.
I think
2 dice.
my guy's vetting?
1 hit.
1 hit. Is he
He's
vet?
veteran, apparently.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
like-
yes, I'm sure. Yes.
5 or 6.
Might as well just say they're all.
He dies anyway. He has perished. Another dice for Andrew. Next dice. advancing by pivoting on the spot for the artillery, and he's firing at the church.
Can he can see it?
Yeah, using indirect fire. Needing a 6 to hit.
Oh, come on.
Let's see it, buddy. I even want to see it.
1 dice, hitting on a 6.
4.
Nothing.
Because even if you killed him, it would still
Next
be my
dice.
objective.
Activating the Panzer IV, firing the whole mounted machine gun at the mortar and the Pindle mounted machine gun at the MMG team. All right, what is the range for the MMG team? There.
We got about
Well, it's normal range.
16, 17
Normal
inches.
range. So you're looking at 6 dice, hitting on 3s. 6 dice, hitting on 3. All right, everything but 1. So 5 dice, and they are veteran.
Are they veteran?
They are.
Yep, killing on 5s and 6s.
They did.
They are definitely dead. So another dice to Andrew. Now, is the mortar going down? Or staying up?
Let's keep them up.
Okay, so small team though. So hitting on, it'll be normal range. So hitting on 4s.
6 again?
6 dice, hitting on 4.
One hit.
1 hit. Takes another pin. And killing on 5s and 6s.
Nope.
Nothing. All right.
That's crazy.
Okay. Next dice. For attempting to rally, requiring a 9 to pass. It passes. You can't lose less than 2 pins. So,
You sure 9?
all
How
right.
many pins has he got?
It rally doesn't
Oh,
matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Next dice. Lose all. Running this 5-man squad
Well,
through the
Not
building
through the guys
to assault this squad. Now, is this squad? Is this veteran? I cannot remember.
Yeah.
A veteran squad. What do they have for guns? Oh.
3 SMGs, an LMG, and a
Okay. All right.
one
So
rifle, I guess.
3 SMGs. Let's roll those up. Tough fighters against a vet squad.
Does the LMG have a loader?
So roll 3 dice.
But
Killing on 5s and 6s.
yeah, one of those.
Nothing.
It's fine.
Okay, and then the remaining 2 men, right?
Yep.
Killing on 5s and 6s. Nothing.
Good God!
Nothing
All
at
right. So Andrew, how many submachine guns do you have? You have 4, I believe, or 5.
I'm sure your loader
Okay.
can't fire, but I don't know.
5 submachine guns.
Yeah,
Roll
it's
those up.
Oh, assaulting doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Okay. 5s and 6s. All right. It does.
that's-
We don't even need to roll the rest because that squad is now dead.
Oh, that has 4 rolling.
All right, and he claims another dice. So Nevan loses his 5-man squad.
This was a bad turn for you.
Next dice. He has 1 chance left to try and win this game. He must pass this.
I want to know if this is
3 pins
this is
on a
regular.
veteran.
Is it
Veteran.
Yeah.
Veteran, needing a 7 to pass. It passes. All right, now you need to fire at the church and kill the men in the church, needing a 6. You can see it though. So, 6. Does he get it? No.
That could have been it, right?
All right.
That's it.
So,
But that's it,
Nevin
Nevin.
unable to mortar that
No, we
squad.
gotta kill all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I think that might spell the end because there's nothing Nevin can do, even in a turn 7
There's only one guy
situation,
left.
to take that objective.
I think it's
So-
just that guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
There's
Nevin.
nothing in here.
Yeah.
I got a sniper left, this and that, so there's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
I can do.
Okay. Are you shaking on it, Nevin?
It's done.
Okay.
man.
Shake on it, fellas.
Very lucky.
All right. Wow. Talk about a swing game. That was pretty wild. So Hungary takes it, advances on, and China loses and is out of the tournament. Hungary goes on to fight Japan. All right. Well done, fellas.